Tell me if this sounds familiar. You start your morning telling yourself, okay, today I will be calm. Today I will be patient. I know what to do. I have read the books. I have watched the videos. I've saved all the parenting reels. And then life happens. One tiny thing, a spilled cup, a tantrum, a tone of voice, a slammed door, and suddenly you feel it. That heat in your chest, that tightness in your throat, that urge to yell or shut down or run away. And that moment you think, why am I losing it again? I know better. Why am I not doing better? What is wrong with me? I know I've said those words to myself. And if that's you, I want you to know you're not broken, love. You're triggered. And today I'm going to show you why. Why it's not your fault, but it is your opportunity. Hi, I'm Jahanvi Shah, an emotional intelligence parenting coach and a mom of two, and someone who has absolutely whispered, I can't do this anymore, in the kitchen while wiping tears off my face. This episode is for every mom who has ever wondered, do I snap even though I know how to respond calmly? Why do small things feel so big sometimes? Why do I feel out of control with the people I love the most? And why does parenting bring up the deepest and the oldest part of me? Today, I'm going to take you to the root, the real reason you feel out of control, even when you know better, and the exact first step back to your power. Here is the truth, mama. Most moms don't get triggered because of their child's behavior. They get triggered because their nervous system is overwhelmed. Their inner child is activated and their old patterns are still running the show. Triggers are not about your child. They're about an old part of you that never got to feel safe. You think you are reacting to your child yelling, but your body is reacting to the yelling you heard as a kid. You think you're reacting to your child not listening, but your body is reacting to all the times your needs didn't matter. You think you're reacting to your child's disrespect, but you're reacting to the way you were shamed, silenced, or punished. When your child hits a nerve, they are not creating something new. They are touching something old, and your body remembers everything, even when your mind thinks you're fine. Remember, body keeps the score. You can know every parenting script. You can memorize every strategy. You can follow every conscious parenting page on Instagram. But when your nervous system is dysregulated, knowledge becomes useless. It's like having a manual for flying plane while the plane is crashing. In survival mode, your brain does not access the calm, the conscious part of you. It shuts down logic. It shuts down choice. It even shuts down empathy. This is why you yell even though you don't want to. This is why you overreact even though you swore you wouldn't. And this is why you shut down or withdraw or numb or freeze. Not because you're a bad mom, not because you lack willpower, not because you don't love your kids, but because your body took over. And your body always chooses old safety over new strategies because it feels safer to do that. It's more familiar. Let me tell you something you may have never heard. You feel out of control because no one ever taught you to feel safe. You grew up learning, don't talk back, stop crying, fix your face, do what I say, don't disappoint me, be a good girl. You learn to deny your truth. You learn to suppress your feelings. You learn to disconnect from your needs. So when your child expresses their truth, their big feelings, their boundary, their scream, their no, it hits the part of you that never got to have that. The part of you that was punished for it. And literally, your child becomes a mirror of everything you didn't get. And your body reacts. Not because you're weak, because you're finally facing emotions that were never allowed before. You know, I learned parenting doesn't break you. Parenting reveals you. It brings up the unhealed places so you can finally heal them. Mamas, here is the most empowering part. Your trigger is not the problem. It's the invitation. Triggers show you where you're still carrying old pain, where your nervous system is overwhelmed, where your boundaries were never respected, where you self-abandoned to stay safe, where your younger version of you still needs support. Remember, every time you lose control, it's not failure, it's a signal. It's your inner child saying, please don't ignore me again. I need something. Can you finally come back for me? This right here is the moment your parenting transforms. Not when your child behaves better, but when you start listening to your body. This is what conscious parenting really is. Not perfection, not patience, not perfect child, not scripts, not perfect mom even. It's learning to parent yourself so you can parent your child from wholeness instead of survival. You know what? Instead of just hearing this from me, I want to show you what this looks like in real life. I want to share a clip from one of my mothers inside Cohort 1, the A.L.I.V.E parenting method. She just completed her journey, and the transformation she experienced is exactly why I created this program. She came in feeling overwhelmed, reactive, and exhausted, and the mom you are about to see, she is grounded, she is connected, she's leading with calm instead of chaos. Here is a small piece of her story. The full interview goes even deeper, and it will be uploaded very soon on this channel. Let's take a look at the clip.
So before A.L.I.V.E, I was a yelly mom. Parenting is just so much harder than I ever expected it to be. You know, obviously,
All moms will agree with you.
it's hard. It's so hard. It's just really, you don't know until you know. And each child is unique, and your partner plays a part, and you know, there's just so many different pieces. One thing that comes to my mind, that moment where Elliot had the honeydew in the bowl and his brothers accidentally like kicked it out and it was all over the floor.
I remember that, yeah.
And I was trying to stay calm with Elliot, and then I got kind of frustrated. And so then I went in to see the other boys to find out, you know, what their side of the story was. And I immediately began to yell at them because I had seen it on the floor and they were still wrestling, and I just like snapped. And so it's like those kinds of things. Like I've read things and I've tried things and I've done some work to be a better mom, and I think it has, you know, helped. But there's still work to be done. You know, you still have to, you can't just be like, okay, I'm good now. You got to keep up the work, which can be really hard. But sometimes having these lovely little things like the A.L.I.V.E was so helpful because it wasn't super overwhelming. It wasn't, you know, a slew of brand new information. It might be for someone, but even if it is for someone, I felt like it was still very digestible and helpful. Going through the A.L.I.V.E program, I have definitely noticed that I am pausing more before going into an interaction with the kids for whatever it might be. And I know that I'm getting ramped up, or I know that they're ramped up, or, you know, just those tiny, tiny tweaks. And it's helpful. I remember there was another moment in these last few weeks where my son and I were having an issue, and I was getting out of the van and I had to go around it to get in to like help him get out. And I stopped, and I didn't have much time because I knew he was, you know, going to be raging, right? So it was like, okay. What I did was I just made sure that I was doing that humming noise on the way back out. And I did that a couple times, and that sent like a deeper message to my body. Like, it's okay. All right, we're not in danger, it's okay. In that moment, it gave me just enough extra that I was able to like have that pause last a little longer. And I was able to go into the angry van a little more calmly and stay calmer longer.
Yeah.
Which can be so helpful. Just those little extra moments can make such a big difference. Yeah.
If you were to just zoom out for a second, how would you describe the mom you're becoming now, Lisa? Like, what would your past self say if she saw you today?
I think she would be proud of me. I know I've definitely gotten better at understanding that their brains are still under construction, and that I'm better about not taking things as personally. Like I can step outside of it, and I can see that I'm here to guide them and teach them and shape them and mold them, but not control them. And it's funny because I didn't ever think in my mind that, like, at least not consciously, that was my job, was to control them. Right. But I think it's so easy to sort of confuse that with teaching them. You know what I mean? Like, totally. You're just like, okay, well, I told you to do this, so this is what you need to do. And why are you arguing with me? And of course, I'm sure some of that goes back into the way that I was raised. But, so I never was like, this child is mine to control consciously. But at the same time, I think that it's, well, if I'm not doing that, then how am I teaching that?
Yes.
So it's kind of a like boundary crossing, bleeding lines, right? That's kind of how I can see that and describe that. And so I've gotten better at being a lot more aware about my role with them, and that the relationship with them is so important, and which I always knew, but you just see it differently. And so I think I do have a better relationship with my children now than I did before, which, yay. Yes, please. And it's, my anger is not really serving them, and it's not serving me. So for me to be able to calm that down, be less reactive, and that's so huge. It's been really huge. Just to have a better relationship with my kids, connect on a better level, and not freak out all the time. It's nice. And I think they like it too. I feel hopeful. Because I see the progress that I've made. This whole thing has been really great in that sense. I can keep doing the work that I need to be doing, but I'm not under pressure. Thank you, Jahanvi.
Yourself. I mean, you are the one doing this work, and it's not easy. It's not easy, as you and I both know. And yet you're doing it for yourself, for your kiddos. And yeah.
Well, you made it very possible, so I appreciate that about you.
Thank you.
Hugely. Thank you.
Now that you walked through this journey, what do you feel awakening in you that you want to keep exploring, whether it's deeper calm, more boundaries, more trust, more pauses?
Always more pauses. Deeper calm. I've always been a calm person. So we can keep going with that because I need more of that back. Deeper calm, more trust, and deeper relationships, because that has been so cool to connect with my kids such a more relaxed way. And Like probably any person, I hope that when I'm older, that I'll still have a relationship with them. But if I don't start that now, it's going to be a lot harder to make happen when they're older.
Take a breath with me, just one. In and out. Please tell me in the comment what came up for you as you heard her words. Did you feel yourself soften? Did you see a bit of your own story in hers? Did you notice a longing? I want that for me too. Or maybe even a flicker of hope that change is possible, that you're not stuck, that you're not broken, that you don't have to keep parenting from this overwhelmed, out of control place. Your body always knows the truth before your mind does. If something in you moved today, even a little, pay attention to that. That's your intuition, not next chapter calling you forward. Let me tell you why this shift is possible. For her, for you, for every mother who chooses this path. This right here is why I created the A.L.I.V.E parenting method. Because moms don't need more scripts. They need support for their nervous system. They need tools that work in real life, not just in theory. They need identity level shifts, not temporary fixes. They need a new way of relating to themselves so they can relate differently to their child. A.L.I.V.E, not behavior management. If that's what you're looking for, this is not for you. If you want to do deeper work, A.L.I.V.E is generational healing. It's emotional intelligence. It's nervous system regulation. It's reparenting your inner child so you can show up as the parent you always needed. When you shift, your child softens. Your home softens. You no longer feel out of control because you finally feel safe inside. So if this touched something in you today, if you're tired of yelling, if you're tired of feeling out of control, tired of repeating patterns you promised yourself you would break, then my love, I would be honored to support you inside Cohort 2 of the A.L.I.V.E parenting method. Come learn the emotional nervous system and generational tools that actually transform your home from the inside out. The link is below and the details are below. And if there is a little part of you that has a slight doubt and you want to talk to me before you join, DM me, I'm ready, and I'll send you my calendar link. I'm right here, mama. No, you have held everyone else for so long. This is your time to be held. I hope you give yourselves permission to do so.